And I think that's the most important thing.
And you also have North Korea said that its armed, they're getting very vocal again, saying that its armed forces are ready for battle and accused the U.S. of continuing to pursue hostile policies a day after it conducted a second nuclear test. Is this just saber-rattling, or is it serious?
I think it's serious, and they're right about the United States. They are saber-rattling. They are trying to cause trouble. And there's absolutely no question. I mean, they do it everywhere. We as American citizens don't like it very much, but at this point in time, there's not very much we can do about it.
Israel is planning to hold the most massive war drill in its history beginning on May 31st, and that is scheduled to last about 5 days. This drill is supposed to simulate an attack on the Jewish state by Hamas, Hezbollah, Syria, and Iran, and which the Israelis themselves had admitted can ignite an all-out war in the region. Is this a prelude to a massive war this year?
Well, I think there's going to be war, but I don't think it'll be this year. The Israelis, the Zionists, want to control the entire Middle East. I mean, doesn't anybody get it? There's nothing to do with anything other than power.
And then there is a follow-up question on that about how now Iran has sent 6 warships to international waters, including the Gulf of Aden, to show its ability to confront any foreign threats. Does this have to do with the Israelis' drill starting on the 31st?
I don't know. But it's their right to do that. Everybody else does it, so why shouldn't they? So I don't see it threatening at all. And that's supposition on the part of the writer. We don't know whether they're out there. Maybe they're just having exercises. Every Navy does that.
There's big headlines saying that, talking about North Korea, that Russia fears that this conflict could go nuclear.
Well, I've talked about that for a long time.
Yeah.
And, I think we're not going to have a nuclear confrontation. I'll tell you why. Because at the Bilderberger meeting, they said that they were losing control. They were afraid. They want to bring this thing to an end, but they don't know how to do it. And they don't want nuclear war because I think they figure they're going to go down, too. So what's the sense in doing it if the Illuminists are all going to get killed as well? So I think they're having a big change of heart and plans.
Another question is, NBC now owns Fox, which is pretty much GE, and they thought that GE was broke.
Well, they always get money for propaganda. They're the top Illuminist firm in the United States besides Carlyle Corporation and Coca-Cola. I mean, they are big time. Of course, the banks are, too. They're part of the Federal Reserve System, and that's what runs America. Take down the Fed, you take down their ability to be able to control us. And so that's why H.R. 1207, the bill by Ron Paul, to do an audit on the Federal Reserve is so important. 179 or 183 sponsors already. All they need is 212 and they get it passed. And I think that's going to happen. The public is irate. They're screaming and yelling, we want something done. And the Fed's in the path. And the Fed's going down. And all we need is the monetary policy to turn back over to the U.S. Treasury Department and implement tariffs on goods and services, and we'll be able to save America. If we don't, it's going into the streets.
This question, let's see. Here's 2 questions for us. Have we ever heard of Diamond State Depository in Delaware?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either. I heard of the Delaware Depository, but I don't know if Delaware is called the Diamond State, but So there is a depository there, but that's usually used with the IRAs, with the Sterling Trust, with the gold IRAs. We use Gold Star Trust, where their depository is with the HSBC Bank of New York. Gold Star does a little bit better job because Sterling, a lot of dealers like to deal with Sterling Trust because they pay up front before your product is shipped and before it's received and confirmed. So that gives dealers all kinds of time to play with your money and coins before they actually get it shipped. Where Gold Star, they don't pay until the product is received and confirmed by the depository. So therefore, people who use Gold Star, we get the product done. We get your product shipped, and so it arrives and confirmed, so we get paid. So you have a little bit of more leverage with Gold Star, and they just do a better job through the process. What is your comment on buying into a development in Belize?
What development?
It just says buying into a development in Belize.
Not in this kind of a market. You don't want to buy anything anywhere except gold, silver. I wouldn't buy property now anywhere in the world. I don't care how good a deal it was. If you want to go to Belize, get out and rent someplace.
There was another article about, I think it was in regards to the Canadian, here it is.